From the terminal you take a right and keep on walking for a few minutes. Again, here's a fresh market and the fish market and dried fish market. And the sewer covers are really nice ones here. Slightly higher pace than I wanted to walk, but we'll make it there. That said, it's still 5 minutes walking. If your train is late, it's a pretty tight connection. Again, almost no tourists here. They probably take a bus straight to the destination. Let's get this going. Be right back. So, this is Ban Laem station, where you take a train to the final destination. Let's see if we have to purchase tickets here. Thank you. This train is the second one of the day. If you haven't seen the previous one, I have linked it in the description, and there might be a card in the upper right corner, if I don't forget. For one reason or another, this train looks newer. Let's find our place. Yeah, this is looking better. From here it will be another hour roughly to the final destination of Mae Klong. And the price of this ticket is also 10 baht for a single trip. Let's wait for departure then. This local train does local speeds only, as it has to stop very regularly to pick up passengers from the smallest of stations along this roughly 35-kilometer stretch of single-track railroad. This train will take just short of an hour, with speeds that average barely 40 kilometers. So all the tourists got on a few stations back at Ban Laem station. So now it's full here. It's about 15 minutes, those tourists took the Loisy route. Look, it's full now. The station of Cat Muang, where the station is smaller than my bedroom. And here we are, rolling into Mae Klong and its famous railway market, welcomed by large groups of enthusiast tourists with their phones and cameras ready. It almost felt like we were royalty arriving for a visit. As the total clip from entering the market to the final stop at Mae Klong station is several minutes long, I will link to a full and unedited clip in the description here as well. There might also be a card in the upper right corner again. As the train was pretty full with mostly foreign tourists, since the stop where they got on board, there was some walking around and finding places for each of them to poke their camera or phone through a window. For that reason alone, I decided to take one of the few benches that run lengthwise as seat 2 passengers. That means I had one window, without glass, to share with just one other sitting passenger instead of 4 to 6 others, as 2 benches normally have one slightly larger window. So there's your little travel tip for today: be egoist and take the worst benches available. Exactly in the very small strip of space between the moving train, it's not speeding of course, but if you walk into it you will still get hurt or worse, and the properly folded market are a huge number of people. You can see this better when looking at all the arms holding up cameras and phones though. The closer we get to the station, the more tourists are waiting for us to roll by. The selfie sticks also seem to get longer the more people are on the square meter. Peak tourism is right at this railroad crossing, where there is no queue for cars, but a bunch of tourists making pictures of a train that rolls by in less than a minute. But hey, they got their pictures for Instagram and short video for TikTok. So this is the main road here, we just crossed by train. 4 times a day, thousands of tourists see a train arrive and depart again 20 minutes later. So this is the folding market. The rail is right there. Let's find a place to sit down because the train will depart in 20 minutes again. So now everything has folded up again, so the train has passed. Just to confirm where we are on the train tracks, and everything that's sold here is just the same generic stuff as everywhere. You don't go here for the market, you go here for the atmosphere of a train passing by every few hours. Of course, walking here isn't very easy as you're walking on active train tracks, but then complicated by the fact that there are market stalls 10 centimeters to the left and right of both rails, and the place is flooded with other tourists that also don't walk on tracks regularly. I'm not in a hurry, I don't have to take a shuttle bus back, so I can sit here and have lunch, or at least eat something. Most stalls have wheels here, you push them forward to the track. So the market is folding up again. Behind us, look. And slowly all the stands are being folded up again. They could just hold it for 20 minutes, but I guess that's for the tourists, right? So the market is being folded up again because the train we took will drive back again. And what comes in must also come out again. So here's the train we arrived on departing again. Since I had the time to walk over to the market area itself, we now have a view from how it actually looks from the tourist perspective if you didn't take the train. As the train is audibly approaching, tarps and other covers are quickly folded in as tourists jump to the track left and right before the train appears from around the corner and behind the market stalls. And yeah, standing on the tracks in front of an approaching train to get that perfect shot is a thing here. Up to the point that the train driver uses its pretty loud horn for a few short bursts, just in case. As soon as the train has passed, market stall owners will fold out their tabs and other sun-blocking devices immediately, so tourists that are left behind can do some shopping here, even if it's just for the story that they actually went here and bought a souvenir. It doesn't take a minute for the entire market to unfold again, as if that train was never there. We are at Mae Klong, almost at the station here. This track leads back to where we came from earlier, and there's nothing to see here. But once we turn around, this is the famous Mae Klong Market that folds away. Most tourists have gone now, because the train has gone over half an hour ago as well. So it's really quiet. You can have a look how the market looks without any tourists, or at least not as many as we saw earlier. The last of the tourists hanging around here can buy their snacks. This market is, as I said, a regular market selling vegetables, snacks, t-shirts, everything for the tourists and for the locals as well, because it started out as a local market before it became a tourist destination. Taking the easy way out, I'm not going to take two more trains. took the shuttle bus straight to the BTS in Bangkok, and from there it's a few stops to the hotel.